show you other people's results first, then I will show you my results from these next. So here are some other people's results, and by the way, these are the craziest results I was able to find, just so you understand the potential of this bot. So here he had a token called SSL and WET, wrapped ETH Ethereum, and he basically had 2.31 wrapped Ethereum after the first trade. And as you can see, as the trades go on, when it swaps back and forth, it just accumulates more wrapped ETH on his portfolio. So after what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cycles, one cycle is 2 trades, so back and forth, those are 2 trades, that's one cycle. He had 3.49 wrapped Ethereum, so he almost got like a 50% gain on his capital in this span of time. And this is the crazy part. If you take a look at this one, on 25th of October he started this bot, and it just made 6 trades or 6 cycles in one day, and he got 50% gain. So that's the insane part of this strategy. And here's another trading pair, and I don't know this coin, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter because it can be any ERC20 token, you just have to find a good one. So he was trading it to wrapped ETH 4.4, and at the end of what, like 10 cycles, he had 8.63 wrapped ETH. So basically doubled his initial position in 15th to 18th of November. So in basically 3 days. So that was the insane trade right there. Another one I want to showcase is Bond wrapped ETH. So he was able to get 1 ETH basically here, and at the end of these cycles he had 1.55 wrapped ETH, and this one was actually again on 1 day. So yeah, that's the crazy results. But was I able to copy those results? Not exactly, but these are my results. So I was trading wrapped ETH and Acropolis, or Acro, and as you can see, I started on 17th of November, so you would expect me to be a millionaire now, but that's not exactly what happened. So my bot here only did how many trades? 7 trades. Actually today I recorded this video a few times and it just did this trade. Okay, cool. Previously it had 6 trades. Anyway, as you can see, I started with 78,000 Acropolis tokens, and now I had 107,519 Acro tokens, but it just now swapped it to wrapped ETH, back into wrapped ETH. So I'm pretty much up ahead already. So this is the amount of Acropolis tokens that I've already been able to accumulate with this strategy, and it's just doing its own thing on its own, and I don't even need to touch it. So if you take a look at here, you can see that it's completed 3.5 cycles, and it only has 2.5 cycles left. So it just trades back and forth. So one cycle means 2 trades. So if you see a 0.5 here, it means that it only did the trade one way. It hasn't traded back. So that's what it did there. Another one I just started not too long ago. At the start of this month, it is wrapped ETH and XOR token, so that only converted my ETH into XOR. So I did lose some value here because it did not give me the best possible price, but just because it's a passive strategy, that's why it can be beneficial. So this is what the bot does, and it does this automatically here, and you just have to make sure that you have enough gas here on the wallets. And if you actually want to get started here, the only thing you really need to do is just select any 2 trading tokens here. Like if you want to go BAND and let's say you want to trade with Link, you can do that. Or if you want to trade BAND and USDC, which I'm probably gonna do myself here, you simply click max here and you calculate the price, and it then gives you the price for your tokens here, and then you click this trade button, and here you can choose the target volatility. This just means that this is the price range that it will try to buy or sell. And now this is where the token comes in. You cannot do these trades unless you have at least 0.1 UNDP tokens, which is their Unidexpot token. So you need 0.1, and that's what I actually had until today. But then the price of UNDP tokens has actually tanked a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get the full license with 1 UNDP token. So now I have the complete license here. So what that means is that now I can have trailing stop and I can have stop loss as well. So I can use these to basically just make sure that I don't sell too early whenever there is a big pump. So with a trailing stop, I can get higher returns than without a trailing stop. And stop loss would cut my losses short, but I personally, I'm probably not gonna use this. And you can set the gas limit here and the gas price here. and then you just click check to approve if you are okay that you will do like 5 cycles or how many cycles you want to do. But this is where it gets risky. So because you have to approve this much band on the wallet, it means that the smart contracts have access on your wallet to this many band, even though you are only trading 400 band like I am. So let's say you have let's say 20 ETH in your wallet and you want to trade 2 ETH 10 times, then it basically means that the smart contracts has access to your remaining 18 ETH on your wallet, even though you're never using that many ETH at the same time, just because you approve so many swaps if you want to approve 10x here. So that's the bad part of this strategy, is that you have to trust the smart contract behind this, and you have to trust the team behind this, that they're not going to do any rug pulls and there's not going to be a hacks, because this pretty much can wreck your whole balance if they are able to take out all the wrapped ETH in your wallet. So just be careful with this one. So a good idea may be to actually set up a secondary wallet just for this strategy alone, so your main wallet is never compromised. So that's just a tip there, and definitely a risk as well. Okay, and then when you just set it up, you can actually just cancel these and set up new ones, and you don't have to pay any gas whenever you enter or exit a trade. And only when it actually executes a trade here, that's when it will drain some gas fees from your wallet here. So that's the pretty cool part here. But now let's talk about some of the risks and some of the optimizing that you can actually do with this strategy that I learned in the last 2 weeks as well. So first thing is that it uses the Uniswap liquidity. So any token that is on Uniswap, you go to the settings now. I want to talk about the settings because I had 2 conservative settings here. So as you can see, if I open the wrapped ETH and acro here, you can see that my target volatility is 4% on this on here. The default is, by the way, 3%. But I thought, like, okay, because the price is pump sometimes 10% or 15%, why not just put like 10% here or whatever? And the bad side is that you will not get trades executed that often, but then again, you get more bang for your ETH gas that you actually have to pay for each trade. So for that reason, I don't want to keep it at 1%, but 2% is probably the ideal one here, or 3% to be honest, because any higher than that, you will just not make that many trades, and it's not like high frequency trading, and like it all depends on the intraday volatility as well. Like you can just, if you can get 3 or 2% trades like 10 times in a day, that's already almost 50% that you are up. So that's the craziest part. You are up like 40% on that scenario. So like even 2% is super good already. And then you can like set the count cycles, but to me 4% is too much in my opinion. But this is what I had, and this is what was able to do 7 trades in the last 2 weeks, which is still profitable, but 4% is a little bit. UI here is already on version 2 or 3 already, I'm not exactly sure, but it was updated between November and December, and there's cool features like if you click this button, it will actually create an application on your computer that you can actually use instead of coming to this website. So they have a lot of things going on here. You can make this bigger if you want to, and yeah, it just works a little bit smoother than before as well. So I don't think they will be doing any rug pulls, and now they just want more people coming into the platform as far as I know. And for me, I have to say I'm quite impressed how this works. I will also just show you the ETH XOR trade that I did, or this bot did. So I had XOR tokens after I sold my Pulse tokens, and it sold them to wrapped ETH, but now the price actually hasn't retraced enough for XOR for the bot to actually enter back. And yeah, I've been stuck here since the start of December, so we'll see if that ever happens or if I just have to keep the wrapped ETH for now. But the cool thing is that you can always just cancel these if you want to. But again, this is the bad thing, is that if you cancel this one, I don't think it cancels the smart contract that has access to your funds. So if I actually cancel this, it just asks, do you want to cancel? But there's no the transaction that comes up that you have to pay a gas fee, which just means that the smart contract still has that access to your funds. So that's the bad thing there. So if I just want to delete it, it just means that the smart contract has access to these funds. So that will be very, very, very annoying in my opinion. So if you want to use this, be careful. You can make a ton of money on this. It looks like in the future I will post an update on this strategy if it's still working or not. And I will probably find more advanced strategies as I go forward. And maybe some people from this community will be like, hey, why aren't you doing this? Or actually, these are the settings. So in the pinned comment down below this video, I will make an update if something is updated on this strategy here. But for now, I just wanted to highlight that this is an actual reality, that you can go to the moon without going to the moon just by doing the sideways movement here. So yeah, that's it for this strategy. Let me know if this was interesting. In the future, I will want to cover more strategies as well. So if you know any good trading strategies or passive investment strategy, let me know. I will always be testing these out. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. And yeah, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. And yeah, so I will see you on the next video.